Call Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule all over the flock. Shalom and salutation to you brothers out here, push some words of truth and sincerity. Shalom. So the Lord jacked us up and put us into slavery and captivity for righteous reasons, all pertaining to the covenant that he made with our forefathers. And because our leaders began to err, the people began to err, and Israel was pretty much swallowed up. It says here, Hosea 8:8, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. So the Lord completely demolished us, demolished our people and our inheritance. Verse 14 says, for Israel hath forgotten his maker in buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities, but I will send fire upon his cities, and it shall devour the palaces thereof. So the Most High obliterated us, all right, for righteous reasons. He was upset. We provoked him to wrath. We made him furious against us. And so the Lord judged us, right, as he judges all men. Now, he won't do that forever. He won't continually destroy us. We know that because in Lamentations 3:22, it says, it is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. So we have to understand the Most High. The duality of the Most High is that, yes, he's mad. Yes, his wrath and anger is present and will be felt and has been felt. But he's not continually and always angry. Quite the contrary, he forgives, and he, whether you want to call it gets over it, we call it forgiveness and mercy. He shows mercy on his people Israel. And so that's what we desire for that day to come, where the Lord shows mercy on Israel. Malachi 3:6 says, for I am the Lord, I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So it would seem as if Israel is constantly and forever going to be destroyed, or in this path of darkness and this path of, heathenistic ways, customs that are not ours, hatred towards each other, and burning bridges and killing dead ops and doing all these evil, contrary to scripture things, contrary to our soul things. But the Most High's mercy, all right, is that we are not consumed, and his compassions fail not. So yeah, he did these things. We understand the judgments of the Lord because we have to know why we're here in captivity. We have to know why he destroyed us. In Lamentations 3:40, it says, let us search and try our ways and turn again to the Lord. Let us lift up our heart with our hands unto Yahweh in the heavens. So we're supposed to be mindful of who we are, what we're doing, what we have done to cause the Most High to turn to wrath and destroy our people, and what we have to do to turn back to him. It says, we have transgressed and have rebelled. Thou hast not pardoned. Thou hast covered with anger and persecuted us. Thou hast slain. Thou hast not pitied. Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud, that our prayers should not pass through. Thou hast made us as the offscouring and refuse in the midst of the people. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Fear and a snare is come upon us, desolation and destruction. So we see that the Most High broke us down, jacked us up, sent our worst enemies against us, all right, and pretty much did everything to cause us to fall away and lead us to our own plight and destruction, which we caused, which we did. But the Most High is not going to continually forsake us, even though he has for a time. This is Jeremiah 12:16. And it shall come to pass, if they will diligently learn the ways of my people, to swear by my name, the Lord liveth, as they taught my people to swear by all, they shall be built in the midst of my people. But if they will not obey, I will utterly pluck and destroy that nation, saith the Lord. So the Most High in verse 15 says, "And it shall come to pass after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them, and will bring them again, every man to his heritage, every man to his land." So that proper order and that proper establishment is going to return, but it won't return while our people is doing wicked. It won't return while our people is doing evil. All right, we won't be able to mix in our people into the good and the evil together and bond all of a sudden and make our lives better again, and bring the kingdom to America, so to speak. No, that's not how the Most High is going to establish his people. In Isaiah 54, in verse 5, it says, "For thy maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall be called." 𝐻𝐽. All right? It says, "For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith the Yahweh, thy power. For a small moment I have forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer. For this is as the waters of Noah unto me. For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so I have sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee." Okay, so the Most High is remembering his covenant with us. "But the mountains shall depart, and the hills shall be removed. But my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith the Lord that hath mercy on thee. O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires. I will make thy windows of agates, and thy gates of carbuncles, all thy borders of pleasant stones." He's naming different various goodly stones. "And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of thy children. In righteousness shalt thou be established." And that's what you have the picture here. Righteousness is how we're going to be established. Not in this wickedness, not mixed in with any evil, not mixed in with any corruption. No false leaders are going to be able to inherit the kingdom of heaven and be established once again. So the next time Israel is established as a people, it's going to be in righteousness. That's why we don't need your politicians. We don't care how black your politicians come, how pro-black your leaders are, all right, or how pro-Latino or Native our leaders are. We don't care. If they're not righteous, the Lord has nothing to do with them, and they have nothing to do with the Lord. Okay, righteousness according to the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High set up with Israel is going to be established on the earth once we're in power again. It goes on, "Thou shalt be far from oppression, thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." The Most High is saying that he has his ways of taking out evil. He has his ways to destroy those that are against him, and he has his ways to destroy his adversaries, the adversaries of the elect. Just like he has his ways to deliver, he has his ways to destroy. That's that thermonuclear warfare, that thermonuclear arsenal that all these nations are heaping up for the day of the waste. The day of desolation is coming nigh. "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord." The Lord will establish us again in righteousness. He will do that. Verse Isaiah 55 and 6 says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And what we're looking for this time from our power is that he abundantly pardon us of all our sins and iniquities, and he has mercy on us in the day that that waster is sent to destroy this land, America. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts are than your thoughts. So we just have to believe and trust in the words of the Lord, because we can't think our way up out of this. This is his world. He created it. We are also creatures, and the creature is not greater than the created. Therefore, his ways is greater than ours. Therefore, what he wants to come to pass and wills to come to pass, in comparison to what we want and will, there's no comparison. What he wants will come to pass, period, whether you like it or not. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all their trees to the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle tree, and it shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. So Israel, once again, is going to be delivered, going to be saved, going to be redeemed. The elect, they're going to be set up and established in righteousness once this society, which is full of wickedness, ignorance, evil, and confusion, is broken down by the weapons of war that the Lord got set up for Esau in this end days. Lord willing, this video is edifying. Till next time, shalom.